This has to be my most requested Collection Earth video of all time. So, everyone knows how much I love Sailor Moon dolls. And when Bandai decided to come out with these new dolls for the Sailor Moon Eternal movies, I started getting a lot of emails from folks asking, what do you think of the new face sculpt? What do you think of the new dolls? Is this something you'd be into? And the answer is very much yes. Oh my goodness, I've been excited for these dolls since day one. When this one here came out first, the first thing I said was, please, 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 please make more. And so far, there's a couple of other dolls in this lineup. There's Super Sailor Moon, Super Sailor Chibi Moon, Super Sailors Mercury, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and then two different versions of Princess Serenity. And this is unrelated to a special Super Sailor Moon doll that is only available at the Universal theme park in Japan. And I'm not even going to try looking up the price for that. That's way past my budget. So Sailor Ootamkun had this one for sale, and they also had some other stuff for sale, like the star of my next unboxing video. Not much longer, I promise. And I got a great price, and there's links in the video description, because Sailor Ootamkun just opened up two newer YouTube channels, and I really want you to follow them. And then Sailor Ootamkun and our friends Lizzie and Kim and Bella and Lisa, they group surprised me with Chibi Moon. And I'm so excited for this. And then, the same day that I got Chibi Moon, my husband also got me a Chibi Moon. He's so sweet. He went looking on the Bandai website, which I'm also going to throw a link to in the description, and he saw her and snapped her up as soon as he saw her. And then when he saw this one arrive at the same time as this one, he was like, well, wait a second, didn't you tell me that Chibiusa has a little sister? Because he hasn't finished the manga yet. And I was like, well, yes, she does have a little sister. So we both decided it would be so cute if we had one that had Kurosagi's headgear and the other one that was left completely alone. So I'm going to do a triple unboxing just for you. So let's take a look. And as you can see, Chibi Moon, each one is made a little bit differently. I've noticed some folks online, their Chibi Moons look a little bit different too. So I kind of view this as each one is sort of a one-of-a-kind. But she's got her own odongo going on, which, as you folks know, usually Chibiusa has, like, plastic odongo tied on, like, ponytails. So to see one that actually has, like, hair odongo, that's something I'm not used to. Same goes for Sailor Moon. This is the second doll ever that I'm aware of that had the odongo already put in. And I say that because I haven't seen what they did for the last set of 2011 Sailor Moon dolls in Italy, so I've got to check my sources on that one. But this one, the Universal Studios Sailor Moon doll, and the Princess Serenity dolls have their own odongo. Usually, Isagi just gets, like, regular ponytails, or sometimes, like, a little ponytail with, like, a little circle, kind of like what Chibiusa has. So, for her to have her real odongo, I am just so, if you'll pardon the expression, over the moon about that. So let's take a look at the back of the boxes. And yes, I am going to save the boxes. I actually have a small collection of some Sailor Moon boxes. I keep them in a little Rubbermaid tote. So, each of the boxes has screenshots and images from the Sailor Moon Eternal movies. And then, here's another interesting thing too. Most dolls don't do this, at least not here in the States. It actually has, like, this little thing, like in case their legs pop out, how to snap them back in. That's really useful, and I wish more dolls actually had, like, how-tos snuck into the boxes. because that would be really helpful. Chibi Moon has silver stickers, and Sailor Moon's sticker is in gold. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And then there's the bottom of Sailor Moon's box. And on the top is Usagi transforming. And then Chibi Moon, that's the bottom of her box. And then her top, turn that around there. Oh, nope, I had it right the first time. Also has her transforming, although it looks like it's a little bit closer to her last transformation / first super transformation at the end of Crystal Season 3. So I thought that was pretty cute. So next, I'm going to go ahead and get these girls out of their boxes. So before I get everything all cut loose and such, want to address again, because it's been, I think, a couple of years since the last time I talked about this on my channel. A lot of folks ask, you know, hey, Codename Sailor Earth, how come you always decard your figures and unbox your toys? And unbox the dolls especially. Because a lot of people, especially older collectors, are like, they chanted, if you've seen the Dexter's Lab episode, NRFB, NRFB, never remove from box, because they love the collector's value. Well, the reason why I always decard a lot of my stuff is because the plastics that are used normally, they tend to yellow after a few years. And there was this one time I went to the flea market, and there was a figurine. It was a Ninja Turtles figurine. The blister package that it was on, the plastic had yellowed, and then it deteriorated and glued itself to the figure. Totally destroyed the whole thing. So I've always been like really paranoid, and I want to take good care of my dolls. So the first thing I do is get them out of that box, because yeah, it does kind of mess with the collector's value, but I collect for me. This is to make me happy. And I don't want like any plastics or anything to potentially damage the doll. Although the whole yellowing plastic thing doesn't happen as often with Japanese dolls as it does with American dolls. So that really has me confused. And I didn't know this because they don't mention it on the website. They actually put some tooling underneath her skirt. That's extra fancy. Another thing that I noticed that's different with Sailor Moon dolls is that they don't use as much security devices for the dolls as they do for, say, a Barbie doll. Like, Barbie dolls, they have like this plastic tab and the hair's sewn to it. Here, we've got two little plastic things that can be cut off, and some string, and then some Scotch tape. So, no damage to the doll whatsoever. And check it out! She's got her clips! They remembered the clips! This is my first Super Sailor Moon doll with clips! She's so cute! Look at this! I love the gradient on her skirt, too. So here's a fun callback that Super Sailor Moon comes with. So in the 90s, a lot of Japanese dolls, they would have like a little tagboard card with a randomized picture from the anime in it, but it would usually be like just straight cardboard on the back, like nothing on it. Very few did they ever put like a regular trading card in, at least from the dolls that I've had. This one's a real trading card though. Isn't that cute? It's shiny on both sides too. I thought that was really cool of them to do that. Now, some folks did ask if the doll had any bendability to it. So, from what I can see, her head moves in any direction almost. Well, mostly left to right. Her arms can somewhat bend. It's very soft, so you want to be careful, but her arms can kind of bend, and her knees bend kind of like a Barbie doll. So she does have the same bendable joints as Barbie. And then look at this perfect little curly Q. Isn't that cute? Look at the detail work they put in. Her hair is so silky soft. It feels like freshly washed hair. It is so silky. And, ta-da! The same tiara she has in the movie. And then, of course, the Collide Moon scope. I think they did a pretty darn good job on that. Let's get her children. Okay, so here's one of the babies. And look, she's got her hair clips too. She's so cute. Look at the detail work they put in her lockets. Look at these brooches. That is really awesome. Usually Chibi dolls just get like a gem or like a regular pink, button, but like they really tried hard to match the movie. We have this amazingly cute manga accurate gradient. There's a faint baby canary yellow right on the top. So gorgeous. She's got tooling, just like her mom. Sugar pink boots, super cute color. They used a different plastic thingy-mabob for her versus what they gave her mom. A lot less pink thread, and 2 different sets of plastic thingies to cut off. So a different amount of security. Let's see if the second one has it. Yep, they did do her hair differently. So I definitely have 2 different girls. And this is so cute because you folks have already seen on my YouTube channel for about 2 years now, sometimes when I do Kurosagi in the Eternal style, I give her shorter hair. That's sort of an homage to how she originally looks in the manga before she transforms, so that's why I do it. So that's going to make this all the cuter. So check this out. Usually when you see these tabs on a Barbie box, they're like this really thick plastic. This is super thin. This is going to take me no time at all to get Chibi out of here. So in person, I know it looks different in the camera, but in person her hair is this really pretty sugar pink. It looks a little bit more rosy here. Her hair is so silky soft. Just like her mom, her hair feels like freshly washed hair. And look at the girls. Look at the curly cues. And they even remembered the little curls on the back. Look at that. As for her odongo, well, I didn't expect this. It's a separate ponytail that they have cut, spiked, and then gelled straight up. It's the same hair gel used on really fancy Barbie dolls. So now I know to be really careful with her hair. We gotta see it. There it is. Look at that gorgeous shiny tiara. And the little heart, that's so cute. Oh, they did a great job. And her outfit is shiny everywhere. Okay, now we gotta get the other one free. Okay, so in case you were wondering, her arms bend a little bit easier than her mom's, but you still should be careful with it because it's like a really soft plastic. And her knees bend just like a Barbie doll. So, of course, the first time I try her, of course I make her, like, do this little bunny hop. Of course I did, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And then her hair is slightly shorter than the other one, and in a super cute curl. Look at that. So now everybody is put together, so you can see the height differentium on Usagi and her daughters. I gave this one here some Kurosagi-inspired ponytails. I will, if the link still works, I'll put a link in the description for where I found these beads on eBay. And then I just drew the dots in myself with a Sharpie marker. And I spun around the original Odongo clips so that I can always choose if I want her to be Chibi or Kurosagi. And yes, this is as far as I'm taking that custom, because guess what? There's actually a few variations of her in a pink costume, just like her older sister. This is my doll, I can do what I want. So now we've got Usagi and both of her daughters. And, you know, kind of looking at this, they're on the exact same size stands, and yet this one actually is a little bit shorter. So it really is like Usagi and Chibiusa and Kousagi. And of course, this is a full circle moment for me, because one of the first images I ever put up on Moon Sisters was an image of all three of them in their super uniforms. So this is definitely a full circle sort of situation there, which makes me love this even more. So it is size differentium time. Here is my Japanese Super Sailor Moon doll, and of course my Charatalk Super Sailor Chibi Moon doll. And this is how they stack up height-wise. So the newer dolls are definitely shorter than the old Japanese dolls. And here's how they stack up when compared to Irwin Sailor Moon dolls. I swear, Irwin gave Chibiusa all the height, didn't they? And here they are, next to an Italian Super Sailor Chibi Moon doll. I really wish we had more of adult Chibiusa, don't you? Here's the two of them, next to a Kira Restoration Sailor Parallel Moon doll. She's so cute. So here's how they stack up next to a Pretty Cure doll that I had customed into Kousagi. The Pretty Cure dolls share a face mold with the Universal Super Sailor Moon doll, but as you can see, they are quite a bit different from the Eternal Super Sailor Moon dolls. And there we are. I absolutely love these dolls. I'm hoping that they will continue to make new dolls. I think they are really high quality, and I'm just loving everything about them. There's so many details I didn't even see on the website, and I'm seeing them in person and just absolutely loving it. And I just want to shout out everybody who helped me with finding these dolls. Please, please, please follow everybody in the links in the video description. Please give everybody my love, and I'll see you soon.